Hello! I'm back. I continue to make videos on YouTube, probably because I'm very disenchanted with social media, which for me just means Facebook. I never got into Twitter or Instagram for some reason. It just doesn't feel like you can really connect with people in an authentic way there. So, hello! I'm back. I continue to make videos on YouTube, probably because I'm very disenchanted with social media, which for me just means Facebook. I never got into Twitter or Instagram for some reason. It just doesn't feel like you can really connect with people in an authentic way there. So I say that as if people actually connect in an authentic way on Facebook. The problem is, the problem is that recently I just became so upset because my family is on there as well, and from time to time, one of my immediate family members, or if not, well, I got rid of my cousins, most of them, because they would say offensive things, and it's like, you're not there, you can't monitor it, and oh, I just went to the shower and I came back and someone attacked me verbally. For what reason? I don't know, because I don't uphold the severely right-wing Christian Baptist values of South Georgia or wherever in the South they are. So that kind of crap, though that wasn't what happened this time. It was just like the last straw. I'm not comfortable, I'm not enjoying being online on Facebook at the moment, and so I'm doing this instead. And even though no one, I have like 2 viewers, but that's fine. I'll just talk to myself. I could use some practice talking. I have no one to talk to, so I might as well talk to myself. And if someone happens to find me in this, you can, if somebody decides to subscribe based on the current content, which it will be, the BPAL reviews, then that's great. Okay, so I'm still figuring out how to use this movie maker. I'm hoping that I can edit this and like attach it to something that I just recorded previously. If not, then the whole beginning is going to make no sense whatsoever. Okay, so the other, like last week, I mentioned Halloween Las Vegas is one of my favorite oils for going out, and I had come back from the vampire ball, and I talked about the oils that I was thinking about using that night, and this was one of them that was a contender. Here's the pretty bottle, if you can see that. I think you can. The lighting in here again is tricky. But anyway, so this one, I believe, came out in 2011, Halloween 2011, and the notes are walls smeared with red and black frosting, copious amounts of spilled red wine, leftover contents of 3 full bars, dry leaves, and desert flowers crushed into carpet, tobacco smoke and champaca incense in a cloud of body heat, amped snake oil, and dorian. So basically, everything that is good in the world is in this bottle. Though I wish it weren't Las Vegas. I know that the reason it's Halloween in Las Vegas is because it was a tribute to the wedding that the perfume designer Beth and her husband, they got married in Las Vegas. So that's why it's Las Vegas. I've been to Las Vegas, and I don't associate it with anything that I particularly like. Just this perfume oil. So this stuff, I received a decant, an old decant. Someone just threw it into a package. It was a Frimp. When I'd either won a pay it forward, again through Facebook, or I had purchased something. I don't remember, but there was just a tiny amount left, and it was so aged and so, it was like gooey at the bottom of the vial. And I loved it. It was severely alcoholic. It was like red wine plus, you could smell the sweetness of the cake frosting, but mainly the wine and traces of these other elements, the champaca incense and the smoke. But it was very wine dominant. When I ordered this bottle from someone who was kind enough to give it to me for like $30, shipping included, which is great because it's very hard to find, and very well loved. But this, I was disappointed when I got it because it's not that heavy on the wine. I'm hoping that it ages some more. I mean, it's bound to. It has no choice. Just like me. Maybe when I age, I will smell more like wine because I'll be drinking more. But this is it's more subtle. It's I think it's more balanced among the notes than the decant that I based my first impression of it on. But it's still lovely, and I've grown to like it a lot. So it gets a lot of use, but it's not something that I would wear to work. I definitely have my I don't want to call them work appropriate, just smelling like alcohol isn't the best way to go to one's place of employment. But anyway, so the Halloween Las Vegas, I love. And then another Halloween scent. This was somewhat. Oh, it was a pay it forward. Someone had sent me a half bottle decant of Sugar Skull Halloween from, I think, 2014. I think it was 2014, and I adored it. But I put it aside for the longest time. I wanted to wait for the right opportunity. I was actually holding on to it for, and I got it like late spring, it was or late winter of last year, and I wanted to hang on to it until October, which I did. Very impressed with that. So this year, when I had the chance, I ordered a full bottle from somebody online, and it smells exactly the same, I'm happy to say. But I wanted something. I wanted the label. I like to have the actual bottle with the label. So whenever I join a decant circle, which is also something you can do through Facebook, there are a few people who are doing it now, and they're great. You can get a decant usually for like $4 of whatever the latest update is. Or you can get a half bottle, and I understand that some people don't like doing this, but for me it's like, okay, I get to have my pretty bottle, and I only want about half a bottle anyway, usually. I mean, if you're not really sure what you're getting, especially, but it takes a very long time for me to go through this stuff. I have imps from like a year and a half ago that I use fairly frequently, and I have still not run out of the oils. Their imps are tiny. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, like this is an imp. Okay, so you see the size difference here. I believe it would take like 5 of these to create one of these. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments. I don't care. I would love to be corrected if I'm wrong. All right, so Sugar Skull Halloween is very, the throw is exceptional, and it's the longest wearing of all the oils I've bought. And this one is really, really sweet. It's like, they say it's a blend of 5 sugars lightly dusted with candied fruits, but it has like a melted sugar kind of smell. It's really, I don't want to say caramel. It's almost I would say it's caramelish. but not. It's like caramelized. I don't know. It's so quintessentially candy-like. It's like candy corn, but more sophisticated. So yeah, highly recommend that for Halloween and beyond. I actually have the original half decant that I received in my desk drawer at work because whenever I don't like to be fragranceless, and all of these are gonna wear off except for that one. So when they do, I've got something in my reservoir in case I didn't pack any imps to take with me that particular day, which happens occasionally. All right, and next I think I will turn to another Halloween item, but I'm going to juxtapose this with one of the latest from the Yule update this past year. So I'll start with Frosted Pumpkin Spice Cookie, which was very popular. Can you see the label there? I got a half bottle of this one from somebody as well. It was a decant circle, and it smells exactly like that. There's nothing else to say. It will make you smell like a cinnamony frosted pumpkin spice cookie. Very cinnamony. If people don't know what you're wearing, I went to get my hair cut when I was wearing this, and they were like, something smells like cinnamon. And I was like, oh, hello, it's me. So yeah, this was really popular with everybody, and I wanted to point out, since I know when something's popular, it's difficult to get your hands on it. There was a Yule lad from this past December, I think it was December, called Giljagaur? Jaguar? I don't know. There were a few Yule lads, they called them, and this one smells so similar to the Frosted Pumpkin Spice Cookie that I just wanted everyone to know about it. I think it would be easier to find Giljagaur. I'm not prepared. This one is coconut cream, sheep's milk, and I think a touch of a drop of Ceylon cinnamon. Am I saying that right? Am I saying Ceylon cinnamon right? So you get the cinnamon, you get the cream, or the frosted element. It is more creamy, more milky than the Frosted Pumpkin Spice Cookie. But the coconut, I think, is, for some reason, it smells so close to the pumpkin in the Frosted Pumpkin Spice Cookie. But anyway, they're both great. I would say that Giljagaur doesn't have quite the staying power or the strength that the other one does. But still, if you carry it around with you, you can keep it going for the most part. And now, a couple others that I found smell strikingly similar. From the Lupercalia update last February. Smut. And I know they bring this out almost every year, right? I don't know if they did it this year, but they did last year. And I'm not familiar with the variations over the years, if there are any, or if they intend for there to be some. I know there could be like unintentional variations because you can't make something smell exactly the same if you redo it. But Smut is one of these very sexy musky fragrances, and I'll read you the notes for that one too. And then I'm going to draw a comparison to Now Winter Nights Enlarge, which I got with my Yule decants. Okay, so Smut is 3 swarthy, smutty musks sweetened with sugar and woozy with dark booze notes. And I mean, it's really good. It's, if you think of snake oil, but you intensify it. Snake oil is their most popular oil. I like it, but I've found that it's just not, to me, how do I put this? It's lovely, but it's not distinctive enough for me. But I feel like Smut is, and it's much stronger. So it's like snake oil, but with adrenaline, and it's like snake oil is on amphetamines. It's very strong and lively, and sweet at the same time. But I think there are some guys who wear this too, so it's kind of one of the more gender neutral oils. Okay, and yeah, so Now Winter Nights Enlarge. I received a decant of this as well in a package someone sent me. I've received so many of these pay it forwards. I don't know, I was having a really lucky streak. What happens is, in the BPAL parlor, or BPAL sales madness, someone will say, okay, PIF time, and then they say choose a number between 1 and 300 and tell me about your, I don't know, special moment that you had with your dog, or whatever they want to hear about from the participants in the giveaway. And I got like 3 in a row of these, and then there were a couple of times when people were like, okay, I'm just giving this away, first person to respond gets it. And I was right there because I have no social life, and so I was the winner. So there were like 5 packages that came to me, and this was all at once, and then I my luck ran out and I haven't received anything since. But this was early on, so it was good, way to facilitate the addiction, I guess. Yeah, so someone had included a very old decant of Now Winter Nights Enlarge, and this was with a box of like 20 imps and whatever else they were trying to get rid of. I think the person was moving across New York, actually, and I wish I could remember her name. It was a great package, and this was my very favorite of everything that I received. And I mean, this was the first one. No, it was the second one that drew comments out of people out in public. Actually, it was my boss. I just put it on, and I went into a conference room for a meeting, and he was like, you smell delicious. So, and then my significant other also felt like this one really smelled like me, like a Stacy smell. Kind of gross. Okay, so the notes here are vanilla infused red musk, champaca, am I saying that right? Probably not. Petite grain, ylang, probably also mispronouncing that, patchouli, nutmeg, honey, galbanum, and traces of caramel. So the decant I received was really caramelly. It was like caramel stewing in a pot on the stove, but this has more. Again, it's more balanced. I guess when they age, certain notes are going to be amplified, and this one, it's just, it's everything that I said in equal measure. But for some reason, although the notes aren't, there's not a lot of overlap here. It comes off very similar to Smut. So if you like one, I'm sure you'll like the other, or you may feel like you don't want to duplicate. And finally, a couple of others that are in the same family, at least in my opinion. I've got Madame Moriarty, Misfortune Teller from the Carnival Diabolique from this past year. And it's a very pretty label, by the way. I understand that this was really popular a few years ago, and people were expecting it to smell exactly the same as it did a few years ago, and it didn't. But this is all I've known, so and it's lovely. It's probably the most perfume-like BPAL oil that I have enjoyed, because most of mine are foodie or very like wine oriented, but this one, I'll get the notes in a second. It's a really red, just it smells like the label looks. It's red and purple, musk and incense and very mature smelling. If you're into the foodie fragrances, you've got a lot of candy and cookies going on, and those might be considered more youthful. I don't know. I think of my days when I was a teenager and I used to go to Bath and Body Works, and I just wanted to smell like candy. So I'll get the notes for Madame Moriarty in a second, but I wanted to point out that if you like that one, you'll probably love La Femme de Satan, which is from the Pikmin Gallery series. When did I get this? I think I got this one with the Halloween update this past year too. Can you see that? Yeah. Has a devilish looking creature on the front. Okay, so both of these are excellent. And let's see. Madam. Sorry, I should have printed this out, shouldn't I? Okay. So we've got, with Madame Moriarty, red musk, vanilla bean, pomegranate, patchouli leaf, and wild plum. And that's pretty, that encompasses everything that I smell. But it's not foodie. You'd think that it would be with the vanilla, pomegranate, and wild plum, but the musk, the patchouli is faint, very faint. It kind of takes the fruit element down a bit, but it's so sophisticated. I can't imagine anyone not liking this. Even traditional perfume, like Sephora, migraine headache inducing Sephora perfume wearers. Okay, and then with the La Femme de Satan, I also get a lot of red musk out of this one, and maybe some patchouli. La Femme de Satan. Okay. Red musk and cocoa with clove, caramelized tobacco, aged patchouli, red currant, black leather, and vanilla infused amber. Yes, the leather, I think, the leather comes through, and that makes it smell much more badass than Madame Moriarty, but otherwise, with that strong red musk and vanilla, and the clove. Well, I'm not getting a lot of clove, no. I'm not. It's just like it's a more brown. It's like the red musk, but with brown notes. So very very cool. I sometimes wear that to the gym. I don't know why. I've like gotten in the habit. I want to smell like that when I'm at the gym. It's weird. All right. So I think yeah, that's gonna do it for me. That's gonna do it. So this is video number 3, and I still don't know how to edit. And I'm not dressed up today at all. I need to be more. I think I need to become more formal about this. I didn't even put on eye makeup. I think I look better without it, actually. I think since I'm old now, it's just better. I mean, I don't know. I have strong eyebrows, and I'm also lazy with eye makeup. Maybe I'm just trying to excuse it by believing I look better without it. I don't know. I'm lazy. It's Saturday. I wore makeup yesterday. I'm pretty much in this groove where I don't wear makeup to work really, except something on my lips because they are, if I don't, you can't see them. It's like someone deprived of oxygen. They're just this bluish white color, and I put concealer on under my eyes because that's a little bluish too. But otherwise, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. But maybe that'll change in some future videos because I know people don't want to like associate with you in any way unless they feel like they want to like participate in whatever you are, and most people want to participate with pretty. Right? That's how I am. It's totally shallow, but or maybe it's not. I mean, how many different aspects of being a person are there that you can you can desire for yourself, and you're not going to see them with your eyes, right? Most of the things that matter. So I'll just try to lure people in with a painted on face sometime in the future. Okay. Toodaloo.